game is a thing of the past. It's the Broncos and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go?
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hooker now off play action. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Holding offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Here's Jack. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Broncos backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, You might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Lance going to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Lance now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And returning it, here's Hamler. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now. This is Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Now Hooker. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. From 17 yards out. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be...
Previous play under review.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Hooker. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Baron Browning able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So the Broncos coming out now. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Williams. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a complete.
And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football.
This a 2nd and 8.
As they've got it as we resume action.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Throwing. Hooker.
Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Lance looking to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Off play action. Here's Hooker. That is caught by Laporta.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
There he goes, left side. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Hooker from the gun on 3rd down.
Touchdown! Sam Laporta from 6 yards away. And the Lions have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure, and here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Williams to return.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
But Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they couldn't get anything there, Charles. Now 4th down from their own 2, and a bad situation, to be frank, for the special teams.
Yeah, if you are the punting team now, your number one thing is protect the punter because you got to think they may actually come after him trying to get a big play.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
From the gun, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Up the middle, Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Throwing now is Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Lance. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the eye.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it, but give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
To throw, it's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hooker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's airing it out for Williams. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. Second and about a yard. Here's Hooker to throw it. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy.
Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Lance now on first down. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And Lance going to throw.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Lance now to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Hooker now off play action.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down. Hooker looks to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hooker. This pass caught by Hamler. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Hooker. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Jones.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Some quick, easy analysis analysis about why they've struggled so far? They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Rolling to his left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the tackle there by Chris Barnes. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Now Hooker. From left side, caught by Laporta. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Hooker's going to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Caught here by Griffin. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Jones